and welcome to my channel, and this video is titled, What are the consequences a narcissist has to eventually face? And this is part of my little series that I've been doing where I find things on narcissistic forums and websites and Instagram, and I go, oh my God, this same exact thing happened to me. Because when you are in a narcissistic relationship, you think that you are the only person that this is happening to. Like, when I was in a relationship, I can't even call it that. But the person in question, Mr. Michael Caruso, who is almost 60 years old, he is 58 years old. Okay. Lied to me, cheated on me for 7 years with a disgusting prostitute, amongst other things. And when I say amongst other things, watch all the videos because when all of this was happening and I'm telling my homegirls and then, told my homeboys everything, like they're just like, oh my God, Lee. They're like, this is absolutely not normal. Like they're just like appalled. But of course, when all of this was going on, I thought I was the only one this was happening to, just completely effed up, right? So when I find things and I go, oh my God, I'm not the only one this is happening to. So, oh, and by the way, I can mention this person's name because you know how many people on this earth are named Michael Caruso? I mean, in my town alone, if you Google Michael Caruso, you know how many flipping people show up? So I'm going to give my little thoughts or just experience on what are the consequences a narcissist eventually has to face. Well, my girlfriend said it. They're like, he is going to die miserable and alone. I mean, even my homeboy said it too, because no normal person is going to want to be around a lying, cheating, just not a good human being. That's why narcissists, they're always changing up supply. They always have girls on the back burner. I mean, they're always, they got their hands in different pies, right? I mean, like I've said before, Mr. Michael Caruso, thousands and thousands and thousands of acquaintances. And all these people, for the most part, that he meets in bars. And honey, I mean, I used to hang out, with people that used to run the streets. I mean, I used to be a part of a different crowd than I am now. And honey, the only thing that you have in common with these people are hood rat things. They're not your real friends. They're not your real friends. Y'all just got hood rat tendencies, in common. Well, he hangs out in the slums of Pinellas Park trash and these disgusting, nasty bars, and that's what you have in common with these people. He does not have, any real true friendships because no one knows the real him. Absolutely no one, because they're good at keeping that mask up. And like, everyone has said, he will die miserable and alone. I believe that. Absolutely. Because he would get into these, oh, woe is me moods. And just really just effing depressed. And it's like, well, honey, why are you so depressed? I mean, just go on Facebook, post something to get all of these, oh no, don't feel that way. I mean, oh my God. Well, he seeks validation. They seek validation from strangers. But yeah, die miserable and alone. Absolutely. Yeah. Or they look for someone so dumb that is not going to question their actions, that will blindly believe their words. Okay. So that's my thoughts. Now let's see how this person responded. And I went, oh my God. Okay. What are the consequences a narcissist has to eventually face? This is how somebody responded. They will have to face that no one wants them. which is why they go after bottom of the barrel, white trash, just skanks, and even their friendships, I mean, are disgusting skanks. I will say this though. Watch the video. My boyfriend posted photos of me against my knowledge. Oh, well, he did it to get attention and he did it to hurt me, which again makes me come to the realization that narcissists have no soul. Because, baby, if you got a soul, you cannot treat people that way. I mean, I cannot treat anyone horribly. I mean, especially somebody that I say that I love, I could not do something to intentionally hurt them. Michael Caruso did, because he knew posting photos of me would hurt me. He even made a post about it and said, my girlfriend is a very private person. She would kill me if she knew I was doing this, but I don't care. I'm doing it anyway. Now, of course, there were gross comments left by guys. There was about maybe 3 people that said, oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's going to kill you. What are you doing? Like, they couldn't believe it. And it was all a joke to him. So I would say, maybe hangs out with a few people that have a head on their shoulders, but they go after bottom of the barrel trash because they'll put up with that. I mean, they don't go after women of style and class and elegance because they know they're not going to put up with that. So they go after a quantity, bottom of the barrel, white trash quantity. That's what they turn and burn, baby, turn and burn. They know. They know. They're dumb, but they know. They have become old and unattractive. Now, I feel like age is really just a mindset, honestly. But he is 58 years old. Okay, let that sink in. 58, and watch all the videos. 58 years old. And this is the type of behavior that you are engaging in. And as far as unattractive, oh honey. So I spoke on this on previous videos, how I thought he was extremely handsome, charming, good looking. Like I really thought he was a very handsome guy. Well, my girlfriends said otherwise. Now, some of my girlfriends said otherwise because they hated him before we even started dating. Okay. And then I feel like, well, I don't know if they said he was not attractive based on looks or if they were saying that because of how he treated me. But I spoke on this previously. There were a few times where I went without seeing him, speaking to him, saw him, and just went, he looks like crap. Like he lost so much weight, and he was never a big person to begin with. Lost so much weight. He looked like a former shell of himself. His face is sunken in, his cheeks are sunken in, his eyes are sunken. Like he just looks like crap. Not one time did I look at him and think this way. I don't know, at least 3 times. Now, I believe when you are not a good person, you're a liar, you're a cheater, you just treat people not good. There's so much anger and rage inside of you at lies. It eats away at you. It eats away at you. And it did that to Mr. Michael Caruso. Took one look at him and went, the F happened to you? Out of shape. Well, I can kind of say that because he's a heavy drinker. Now, when I say heavy drinker, I don't necessarily mean drinking, bottle after bottle after bottle, but he drinks every single day, usually beer. And I remember when I was a kid, what deterred me from beer was my mama said, beer makes you fat. And that has deterred me to this day. I mean, I think beer tastes absolutely disgusting. My mama said, beer makes you fat, beer makes you fat. And yeah, he is a little bit out of shape. I mean, I will say that. I mean, he's not overweight by any means, but I see things, I notice things. But also, I mean, if you have to drink every single day, what's going on in your world to where just saying, I'm no doctor, but armchair therapist over here. Their supply is non-existent, or look just as bad as he/she? Well, I mean, I feel like he'll always be able to find supply because, like I said, he's a wannabe Tommy Lee, thinks he's Tommy Lee. He plays in these disgusting, nasty bars. I mean, just like I said it before, he's white trash. And I know white trash because I came from a town that was white trash. So I know he's white trash, gravitates towards white trash. I mean, he hangs out in Pinellas Park. I mean, there's just no shortage of, you know, disgusting sleaze. So, I mean, I think his supply will always be there, but it will look just as bad as him, if not worse, you know. Their sad stories are useless. Oh, honey, it's always a tear in my flippin' beer, honey. Always. I mean, my goodness, he should probably write country songs. He might make a little more money than what he's doing now. No one cares that they are down on their luck or that they have been hurt. I mean, honey, like when he would say, oh, things are just so bad right now, or oh, this, honey, we all got problems, okay? We all got problems. Woe is me. They will have to finally deal with that person they have been hiding from their whole life themselves. Honey, I said it before, you can cut a shine, act a fool, while out. You can, bang hundreds of women. You can do whatever you want. You can party, you can drink. I mean, you can live that, lifestyle, whatever your vice is, to mask whatever's going on in your life. But honey, let me tell you something. When you're all alone in your house, in the four walls of your bedroom, late at night, alone with your thoughts, it doesn't matter how bad you treat someone, what you do. When you're alone with your thoughts, that is the scariest place to be in. When you are all alone in your bed, quiet with your thoughts. You look inside, or actually, you look at that bathroom mirror. Honey, that's a cold, hard dose of reality right there. They know the awful people that they are. They just don't care. They know what they are doing because it gets them off. It gets them off. It gets them off. It gives them pleasure to intentionally hurt someone, and honey, to hurt them bad too. And you have to look at yourself in the mirror. You have to look at yourself and see how much you've aged, how the rage and anger inside of you is just literally eating away at you. I mean, they have to look at that. Why do you think they're heavy drinkers? Why do you think this? Why, like, baby? And really, the answer is quite simple. Stop being a lying, cheating narcissist, but they can't. They can't just stop it because it gives them so much sick pleasure to get off on hurting someone. I mean, I guess that's why they call it narcissistic personality disorder. What a hellhole. What a hellhole indeed. Ugh. But you know what? I guess, it really does suck to be in a relationship with a narcissist, but I guess it doesn't suck as bad as being a narcissist. So thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like this content, please consider subscribing. Thanks, guys. See ya.